Good morning, folks. We are on tour again. Just got back from the Star on Thursday. Enough time to unpack, do some laundry, load up the bike, clean up the bike a little bit, and hit the road. Had to adjust the chain yesterday and just a few minor things, but nothing big. Versus is ready to go. We're ready to go. This is kind of an impromptu tour. Some friends called me up, said, hey, we've got some time. Spend a week, go figure out something. We just want to wind up at Barber Motorsports Museum. So we're going to be doing 5 days, 6 days, heading down into Louisiana, doing some of the Natchez Trace, winding up at Barber Motorsports. We'll spend a full day there. Always like that place. If you haven't been there, it's a treat. And then we'll head home. Temperature's been pretty warm. That's why we're out early this morning. It's 6:25, and the temperature looks like it's 73, but it's not bad at all right now because the sun's not blaring down on you. So meeting Mark, Chuck, and Dave at Maumelle, Arkansas, which is just a little suburb of Little Rock. It's only about 230 miles today. Really looking forward to this trip, so I thought I would bring you along. This morning, just going to run and get some fuel, and then we're going to head to Jasper, Arkansas, the Ozark Cafe, have a quick breakfast, and then roll into Maumelle. So we should be, I always say that wrong, Maumelle, but we'll be, should be in there at a decent time today before the heat gets too out of crazy, is that a word? So just wanted to let you all come in, enjoy this beautiful morning, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.
Well, I made it into Maumelle pretty well. It was really hot by the end of the afternoon. Looked like about 102 when we finished. We went from Maumelle the next day and rode to Natchitoches, Louisiana. I was having some issues with my camera, so I didn't get any video. But basically, it was just to get down to Natchitoches as quickly as we could. The temperature was supposed to be really bad, and by the time we rolled into Natchitoches, Louisiana, it was already 105. So just had a quick little ride, but it was nice getting out early. Natchitoches is a great little place. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of time to spend there. So we just kind of hung out, had dinner the night before, and then headed out to do the Natchez Trace the following day.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. We are in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Had a little bit of problem with my GPS the last couple of days, so got that finally fixed. Thank you, Garmin. It's been extremely hot. Yesterday it felt like 115, so it's been kind of hot. Today it's very humid, but the temperature is supposed to be much nicer. 75 degrees this morning at 6:50, so not too bad. We're heading over to get some breakfast at Storybook Cafe here in Natchitoches. And then we're heading over to Natchez, Mississippi, and we'll get on the Natchez Trace. Everybody's having a pretty good time. Chuck is not going to make it. Had something come up, so he won't be making it. So it'll just be the three of us. So Mark, Dave, and myself. It's been a lot of fun. I'll throw in a bunch of pictures. This guy's trying to run me over. Don't know what he was doing. But, yeah, it's a beautiful morning. And we're heading to get some breakfast. And then we'll hit the road. I love this little place. Really pretty. It's a old city. Thanks to Tom Oliver for introducing it to us years ago. A lot of bed and breakfast. There's a still Magnolia house back there. I didn't realize they filmed that here until Jamie told me. But you can see all these older houses. They're beautiful. The roads, as I remember, still are bad. Yeah, we should be able to park right here on the street. We'll park right here. We're going to park.
Well, we had a fantastic breakfast, and after that we loaded up and headed our way over to Natchez, Mississippi, as that's where we would be getting on the Natchez Trace Parkway. It was a muggy ride. Wasn't real hot, but it was. You could tell it was going to get warm. When we got to Natchez, we jumped on the Natchez Trace, and folks, it was exactly what the doctor ordered. The tree-covered lane really made it nice and cool, and we just really enjoyed the ride for the rest of the day. We did about 160 miles on the Trace. Can't do anything real quickly, but to be honest with you, we weren't really in a hurry, and it was just a really beautiful ride. A lot of history on the Natchez Trace, and we just kind of took our time and took in the atmosphere of the road. We did stop from time to time, took some pictures, just kind of read some plaques and that sort of thing while on the road. It runs a long way, all the way up into Tennessee, but we were just going to do today up into a little place outside Jackson, Mississippi, where we were going to stay before we rolled into Barber Motorsports on the next day. But man, it was a fantastic day. If you haven't done the Natchez Trace, you got to go check it out. It was really beautiful and a lot of fun.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome from Mississippi. We are on the Natchez Trace, heading to Leeds, Alabama, where we're going to stay for the next couple days at the Barber Motorsports Museum. It's been a great trip so far. This morning is beautiful. It's 70 degrees out. Feels like 70. The humidity is not bad. My sinuses aren't killing me like they were yesterday, so it's all good. It looks like we could get a little rain this afternoon, but that might be a little welcome change as long as it's not a huge downpour. But we're on the Natchez Trace now, really enjoying the morning. Had a quick breakfast at the hotel and just kind of taking it easy. Mark and Dave are behind me. Got the camera going, so you'll be able to see some of that as well. But sure is pretty around here. We stayed in a very nice Comfort Inn last night. I got about 300 miles to do today, so not a huge day. And then tomorrow we're actually off the bikes, as we're going to be spending the day at the Motorsports Museum. But look at that, folks. It's beautiful out. Hey, if you like what you see, make sure you smash the button, do all that YouTube stuff and all that. We'd really appreciate it. I am looking forward to getting home and spending a little bit of downtime. We've been on the go for weeks, it seems like. So when we get back, get to spend the 4th and kind of hang out. And then Jamie goes to Chicago for 4 days for her Pampered Chef show. So I'll be just hanging out and chilling and doing all that. I do need to order a chain. My chain, I had to tighten it up before I left for the trip, and it's already loose again, and I've got it as tight as I can, so it's time for a new chain, and I'll do some sprockets too. So, but boy, look at that, folks. It's beautiful out this morning. Really had a good time so far on this trip. It's kind of cool coming to places that don't really spend a lot of time in. Probably the wrong time of year to do it, as it was really hot, but again, it's hot everywhere, so you just got to deal with it. Really impressed with Dave's T7 Yamaha. What a cool looking bike, nice price. Very nice machine. It's kind of funny because when you're sitting here and you're on the road and you're just kind of realizing how lucky we are to be able to do things like this and be able to enjoy this great country and see all these great things. So I'm always thankful and grateful for being able to get out on the bike. In a couple of weeks, I'll be riding down with Bob Burnett, and we'll be going over to the Big Glen Lodge Rally in Little Switzerland, North Carolina. We are going to trailer for that rally. I'm not sure which bike I'm going to take. I might take the KTM, just depends. Since we'll just be doing day rides and stuff, I won't have to carry much luggage. Really have to say I love the Kawasaki Versys. This machine, every time I spend time on it, and especially doing stuff like this, it's the perfect machine for this. All right, everybody, I'm going to let you go. Just wanted to bring you along, let you check out the Natchez Trace. Hope everything is well. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye.
Man, this has been a fantastic trip. We finished up the Natchez Trace and headed on into Leeds. And then on the next day, we just hung out all day long at the Barber Motorsports Museum. If you've never been here, it's someplace that you really should put on your bucket list. If you're a motorsports enthusiast, it's a place to be.
Frugal Bay to Ushuaia in 21 days.
You see that?
He destroyed the previous record despite battling government fees and a significant injury. Yeah, only it's all comes out.
Zip ties.
They were running a Porsche Experience Day, which was also really cool to see everybody out on the track. But like I was saying, if you haven't been to the Barber Motorsports Museum, you need to spend some time and just walk around and just take in everything that the museum has to offer. I've been a couple times now. This is, I think, my third or fourth time. And every time I'm there, I spend 5 and 6 hours just walking around and looking at all the history and all the cool machines that are in the building. You can almost smell the oil, even though the place is super clean. It's just a fantastic experience. We had a great time, put in almost 1,700 miles, and really had a good trip. Here's a few pictures to show you what we did, and thanks for watching, everybody. Talk to you soon.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. 'Cause I found my way. My way.